What's going on in this video? I'm going to talk about the biggest lie that I've heard about heaven. Reason being, a part of me was like, there's no point in putting this video out because a lot of people are already anchored into their beliefs, and coming across a random dude on social media is not going to change anyone's belief system. And so the reason why I'm decided to put this video out is because in 2013, after my mom passed away from cancer, I lived in my garage and I felt absolutely isolated from the world. And I went on a quest for knowledge. 2013, 2014, I read more books than I did in my entire life. I started watching thousands of hours of YouTube. I started searching for answers as to why I was here. And in 2014, I attempted to take my life and Archangel Michael appeared. That's why I got these angel wings on my arms. And ever since then, I've had all kinds of visitations. And eventually, I had visitations from Yeshua. And he told me that he was the one who sent Archangel Michael that day that I tried to start my car in my garage to save me. I've had out-of-body experiences. I've left my body and traveled through space and time with the angels by my side, and they've showed me things. I remember what it's like being a soul before I incarnated into this earthly realm. And I've noticed certain things, ever since 2015, I started working with shamans and plant medicine. I know for some people that's taboo, but I find it really interesting if you believe in Jesus and think energy work is taboo, because what do you think he healed with when he was down here on this planet, right? The things that I've seen, I've thought about putting this video out for a while and I refused to. I just didn't think there was a point. But then I thought to myself, remember when you were in the garage flipping through social media looking for answers about this reality because nothing made sense? What happens if that one truth seeker comes across your video and it just clicks? The biggest lie about heaven. When I put my hand to the sky in 2013 and I told God that I needed to know what this reality was all about or I wasn't going to stay here, I started to receive some harsh truths. And working with shamans throughout the years, almost a decade now, what I've noticed is that certain individuals, regardless of their skill set, will be given certain information based off of what they can handle. And I feel like I was shown a lot more than certain people can handle. And the biggest lie that I've seen about heaven is that it's perfect, that the angels are perfect, that everything is divinely orchestrated and perfect. One of the things that almost rattles me instantly when I come across people on social media is when I hear you chose to come into this incarnation. When I hear people, the spiritual community, teachers say that you chose to come here, do you know what comes to my mind? We all remember September 11th, the Twin Towers, and them being on fire and people jumping from the top to their death. Now, technically, you could say they chose to jump. That's a true statement, isn't it? If you knew someone that plummeted to their death, horrible way to go, and you met someone and they were asking you about this person, would you tell them that they died due to suicide from jumping out of a building? Or would you elaborate and say, well, there was a terrorist attack on the building, a plane hit it, the building was on fire, they didn't want to roast and fry, so they jumped? It paints two different complete pictures, doesn't it? I remember being a soul before this incarnation, and I remember being surrounded by my guides and angels after receiving the plan for this earthly mission that I was given. I told them straight up that I thought it was a bad idea and I didn't agree with it. I had certain beings tell me, don't worry, it's okay, everything's gonna be okay, just open up your heart and be love. Well, in 2014, I attempted to take my life, and knowing what I know now, I see how willing my guides and angels were to gamble with my soul being stuck in hell. Heaven's not perfect, this incarnation's not perfect, and every single being that came here has a different story. Some people gladly came here, that is true. but it's not true for everyone. It's definitely not true for me. I didn't want to come here, and I wish I never came here, simply because I've awoken to a state. I now find it boring here. I remember realities where, I could just picture beach in Hawaii, and now I'm there just because I thought about it. I remember realities where there is no pain and suffering. There is no pollution in the sky, in our food, in our water, in the things that we're given to put into our body. None of that exists. Crime doesn't exist. An organization robbing people of their resources doesn't exist. Eating unnatural food with chemicals in it doesn't exist. Struggling to find a soul partner doesn't exist. Realities where, I'd like to find my soulmate, because you can teleport, they appear right beside you. I find this life's boring, and I came here to share certain information, raise the vibration of this planet, and then get the F out of here. So to the few truth seekers out there that might come across this video, the biggest lie that I've experienced is that heaven and the angels are perfect, and that we absolutely chose to come here. I've been shown that love is the key, and so I want to end this video on a positive note. The last thing that Yeshua told me on October 20th, 2020, when I was having a shower at my old man house, was that love is the key. And so regardless of what you think of this reality, the most important thing we can do is open up our heart and be love, regardless of our beliefs about what we see. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.